Welcome to 6 Minutes of Movie Tales. Movies are not just for watching, they are for learning. Let's unpack the life lessons behind each film right now. Young people, what are you doing with your youth? Settling for a meager salary, clocking in the morning, and scrolling through social media at night while dreaming of wealth? Wake up. If you don't build your own dreams, someone else will hire you to build theirs. Poverty is not a destiny. It's simply a trap for those lacking determination. Look at a real-life figure in business history, Ray Kroc. The movie The Founder authentically recreates the life of this man. At 52, he was broke, plagued by health issues and deep in debt. If it were you, would you give up? But Ray Kroc didn't. He dared to fight back against destiny, transforming a small burger stand into an empire valued at over $100 billion today. You are only 20 or 30 years old. What do you have to fear? Today's youth often make excuses. I have no capital. I have no connections. I'm too old. Look at Ray Kroc at age 52. He personally carried a heavy 5-spindle milkshake mixer, knocking on restaurant doors only to have them slammed in his face. Yet, the difference between a master and an employee lies in how they nourish their mind every night. When others sleep, the wealthy nurture their ambition. Ray Kroc played a vinyl record on persistence, swallowing every word to forge an iron will. Ordinary people see risks. Those with a hunger for wealth see a gold mine. History proves that the most notorious self-made billionaires never started in a valley of roses. What they possessed was a cold head and a genuine hunger for financial freedom. Your youth is your greatest asset. Stop wasting it on meaningless things. When a store ordered 6 milkshake mixers at once, an average person would have dismissed it as a system error and ignored it. But the giant Ray Kroc immediately smelled money. He drove hundreds of miles just to see it with his own eyes. The McDonald brothers, the original founders, only wanted a local shop that made enough to live on. They were conservative and risk-averse. But Ray Kroc? He saw thousands of McDonald's stores spanning across America. Diligence as an employee only brings survival. Perseverance as an owner creates breakthrough wealth. To achieve extraordinary wealth, your mindset must break past local boundaries and step out of your comfort zone. You cannot make $1 million with the mindset of someone who only wants to earn a few bucks a month. On the path to wealth, life will undoubtedly knock you down more than once. Ray Kroc experienced the exact same thing. As the franchise expanded, he fell into severe financial crisis. Mounting debts suffocated him, and royalty revenues weren't even enough to cover bank interest. Yet, the strong are those who know how to stand back up and change their strategy. Thanks to financial expert Harry Sonneborn, Ray Kroc realized an ultimate truth. McDonald's is not a burger company. It is a real estate empire. When you want to quit, remember why you started and the high price of poverty. Ray Kroc immediately established a real estate company to buy the land and lease it back to the operators. He took total control of the game. He stopped following the old-fashioned path of the McDonald brothers and created his own rules. The business world is a battlefield. There is no room for weakness or naive sentimentality. Using financial leverage from real estate, Ray Kroc forced the McDonald brothers to sell their entire ownership for $2.7 million back then, stripping away even their right to keep the name McDonald's. When challenged about why he didn't just steal the Speed EE system idea to launch his own brand instead of seizing McDonald's, Ray Kroc replied, "What I needed was the name, a name deeply rooted in America, sounding like a family. Whereas the name Kroc sounds so heavy and smells of failure. Don't rush to turn off the video, because this is the most fatal lesson the McDonald's empire leaves for the younger generation. The movie The Founder has ended, but it opens up a critical question for your future. When you are young, You trade your physical labor for money. But when you grow old and your strength fades, what will you live on? Look at the reality of Ray Kroc's life. In his old age, he no longer had to carry heavy milkshake mixers door to door. Millions of dollars poured into his accounts daily from real estate cash flows and franchise fees. That is passive income, the only thing that protects you while you sleep and sustains you when you can no longer work. Mindset changes. Cash flow transforms. Don't work for money all your life. Make money work for you. At the end of the film, Ray Kroc stood before the mirror, gazing proudly at his achievement. A 52-year-old door-to-door salesman had become the king of an empire. That isn't just a movie. That is the real history of a business legend. Young people, this world owes you nothing. To get what others don't have, you must dare to do what others won't. Stop complaining, stop blaming circumstances. Stand up, take action, and persevere to the very end for your life's wealth goals. Many young people today remain lulled by outdated thinking. A high degree guarantees social status. The founder slaps that illusion straight in the face. Social status is not measured by a diploma hanging on a wall, but defined by the actual assets and real value you hold in your hands. Formal education helps you secure a job to survive, but the mindset of an owner and the perseverance to build assets are the only paths to legitimate and lasting wealth. If starting today you fail to plan, accumulate, or build passive income machines, you are signing the death warrant of your future freedom. Everything shared here is not just for entertainment. It is meant to awaken the ambition of an entire generation. Perseverance is the ultimate weapon that turns an empty-handed person into a king. Thank you for fueling your wealth mindset with 6 Minutes of Movie Tales. If the fire of determination has been lit within you and you want to transform your future starting today, show your action-oriented spirit by hitting the like button and subscribing to the channel so we can unpack more brutal lessons together. Step outside and fight. See you at the pinnacle of glory.